That's got to be the end, I guess, of side two of the Beatles Get Back. In the spirit of Get Back, I got to tell you, it is such a game to be working at a radio station. The Beatles become really fun because somebody gets the Beatle album, right? Some radio station, say Wimix gets the Beatle album, and they play it. And we hear it, and we all jump around, stamp our feet, say, gosh, they got the Beatle album, we got to get it. So we call our Beatle promo man, our Capital promo guy, Brian Pinella, and we say, hey, Brian, they played it over there, and you didn't get it to us. And he says, oh, no, they got it again. And he runs over and sends telegrams, says, hey, you can't play it. And Dick Summers says, oh, of course I can play it. And so in the meantime, we manage, through our own devious, nefarious means, to get copies ourselves. By this time, Brian doesn't quite know what to do, because we're the guys he's trying to get the tape, and we get it by ourselves, and then he's got two radio stations playing the Beatle album before the release date. If you play an album before the release date in America, Apple is going to get PO'd, and they're going to send you a letter or a telegram saying, you know, if you ever do this, you won't get serviced with the next Beatle album on time. So everybody giggles and laughs and stomps around, but takes it extremely seriously, because they're the Beatles. But it's so much fun. In the meantime, everybody in the world has it, but if the trend continues, if Beatle albums are released every 4 days, it's really going to drive poor Brian crazy. And in fact, if you're taping this off the radio, someone's going to come to your house and say, listen, I'm sorry, you can't play that album in your house. And they're going to send you, in fact, if you've taped that, you might be the first on your block to get a tape from, a telegram from Apple, saying, don't play the record in your house, because the release date, you can't even have it. In fact, flush it down your toilet. Anyway, it sounds a great deal like the Jay Giles bathroom tape. It's side two of the Beatles Get Back. We'll do all of side one, and so much more new stuff that it's not to be believed, between now and 10 o'clock. This is going to be fun.
Sure is.
You want to stay around, Mississippi?
It all the way.
This is Get Back. I suppose in the spirit of the Beatles Get Back album, you just you spit on the microphone and stuff. The Get Back album was recorded at the same time as the single, and it was on a rooftop. The Beatles were getting a little tired of working around in the studio, so they decided to surface, and they went upstairs and set up the recording equipment, and they just went and had a ball, and they went and had a jam and a session, and they're going to release that as part of a beautiful Christmas package that might cost you some bread, but you can scrape it up and buy it, because it'll have a 125 page picture book of the Beatles, and there will be a film commemorating the thing. So that'll be their Christmas gift to you. And we'll listen to the rest of the album a little bit later this evening.